My name is Greg Ross. I was at Winedale in the summer of 2018 and the summer of 2019. If I had to choose one word to describe my time at Shakespeare at Winedale in the program, I would say invigorating. I think the program structure where you're waking up each morning at 6 a.m. and you're not in bed until 11 p.m. and yet somehow each day in that 100-degree Texas sun, you have full energy and full excitement to perform and explore these texts with your students who come from all sorts of different experiences at college and even other universities. And just to summon the energy to put on these performances, to breathe in the rural Texas air was just really invigorating. And for me, came at a point in my life where I was searching for meaning outside of a specific, job or internship. I think the most lasting image that I had at Winedale was actually sitting on the back porch of the living quarters, watching a storm roll in over Lake Winedale. And I want to say that this was shortly before dinner, and because we were rushing to sing a song or to sing together before eating, I think we sang "The Rain It Raineth Every Day" from Twelfth Night. And just that vista, seeing the storm rolling over, just being there, having already, this was, midsummer. I think we'd already started public performances, just the magic of the atmosphere, and to see the rain come over and for us to appreciate that rain and sing the way that, perhaps actors were singing, hundreds of years ago together, was really a moment that left a mark in my memory. The path to Shakespeare at Winedale for me was unexpected. I'd call it a detour. I was on track to spend the summer interning for a corporation, an oil and gas corporation, building a deep water oil platform that I really wasn't interested in, but felt like my momentum and commitment had kept me on that path. But after learning how the company was treating my internship, I felt like I needed to do something different. And fortuitously, I had two friends who had done the spring class at Shakespeare at Winedale. And they, who had been with me through this whole process and this whole agonizing for the last 2 or 3 months, knew that there was still availability for space at the Shakespeare at Winedale program for the summer. And they told me, Greg, you should really look into this. I think you'd really enjoy it. I think you'd get a lot out of it. I had done I was comfortable in front of crowds, but I hadn't done any performance or speaking throughout most of college. And it was something that was genuinely exciting. And so I took the jump at their recommendation. And I'd say Winedale really changed the trajectory of my life. I think it broadened my perspective on what is enriching, what is satisfying, what I'm capable of. I'd never acted in a play before, save for, I think, a school pageant in 7th grade. And to be able to learn how to perform in front of people, to learn Shakespeare text, which I'd read for school, but never earnestly tried to bring to life, simply because I realized in my time at Winedale, I didn't know how to bring these texts to life with the community, pouring over every word, but thinking about the context of the characters, thinking about each role, the small characters in the play, whose presence adds humor or depth or context to the main plot line. First time seeing the Nathaniel and Holofernes, the scholars, uh, interact with Costard the clown, and just what Asa the classmate did with Nathaniel to uh, just give him an entire backstory and personality that just carried throughout the play, falling asleep, totally inept at acting. The character, not Asa, was really eye-opening towards what characters that I in the past would just read past, would read quickly over, in the depth that and the color that they add to a play. I'd say another way that Shakespeare at Winedale impacted my life was it showed me the importance of ritual in community building. The morning songs, the shared meals, the afternoon volleyball, the expectations for the days that you do laundry or the days that you just sit in the barn and perform and practice. I think the ritual that Winedale creates and passes on from summer to summer, from spring to spring, is really rich and beautiful. Sometimes I think about Winedale in terms of the laws of physics and just the idea of entropy, the tendency for the universe to be disordered. And I think that despite the physical pressure for things to become more chaotic and to go further out and lose energy or dissipate energy, that in 4 miles outside of Round Top, Texas, somehow, a little more than 50 years ago, a philanthropist and a professor were able to stand in a dilapidated barn on a farm that was about to be, or that the University of Texas was taking over and preserving, and had the vision to create a summer program for college students at first, but now, elementary or camp kids of all ages, and to have them perform Shakespeare in a barn on a farm with minimal connectivity to the world outside of that farm, and do that for 50 years and bring thousands of people each summer to watch and enjoy Shakespeare in that environment, and then to take those 15, 20 kids and give them that experience of putting together a production. It just seems remarkable that it exists, that it's managed to persist. And I think the reason for its continued impact on lives like mine is that basic emphasis of ritual and shared experience, which is something that I think Winedale has helped me appreciate its importance and how to bring that into my daily life and into my friendships and relationships.